One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Auburn Tigers. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touched.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board.
7, Vanderbilt, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Vanderbilt's offense will go to work for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can go catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Snagged out of the air. He stopped short, and it's 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
They'll give it to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some...
Going to take a shot at this DB. Catch and stride inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tigers. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. There he goes! Powers through the defender. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Commodores can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fights off a defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Mahan. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
What a great play by one of their biggest playmakers in the D-line. I can say this personally. I got my first start in college at Jordan-Hare Stadium. It was brutal. I think about it, and I get PTSD to this day. When you get those to...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great play on defense there. It was virtually unblockable. He reminds me of Nick Fairley, probably the most dominant Auburn Tiger defender that I can remember. He was simply unblockable. You could single team him, double team him up front. He was playing D-tackle, and offenses just didn't have an answer for him. This guy right here, there's times where he flashes a little bit of that Nick Fairley ability.
Looking to throw, it's Mahan. Catch in the middle, it's Washington. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Takes a hit as he fires. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Now facing a 3rd and long. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Commodores line up to punt it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Picks up the first down, still moving. Hits the afterburners. The 30, at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Auburn! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Commodores send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So here comes the Auburn offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Looking for room. It's Henderson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. He's over 150 yards rushing, channeling his Lionel Little Train James, James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Brent Fullwood, a great legacy of Auburn running back.
And let's go to the age where people like me actually remember and were alive with Ronnie Brown, Cadillac Williams. I mean, the list goes on and on of just guys who have been unbelievable in that orange and blue.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Henderson. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
28, Vanderbilt, 0.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. The give on the option. Oh, better look out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north.
Breaks into the open. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
The give to the back. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Off the play fake. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Defense with a chance to put a stop to this drive. 9th snap coming. It's 3rd and 4. Wants to throw again. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Vandy. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
28, Vanderbilt, 7.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. They'll leave it with him. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle. It's Knight. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
And that's good enough for a first down.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Auburn. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35. Vanderbilt, 7.
This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They go to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Mahan. Plucks it out of the air. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying play action. Got a man. It's Carter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got it in the middle. It's Rourke. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw, it's Mahan. They're working that left side. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
You know, as a receiver, it's so critical and important to know where the sticks are. He was able to modify his route, so he knew as soon as he caught it, he was just going to have enough to keep this drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Commodores will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Leaves it with the back. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Off play action on 1st down. Got out of trouble and throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Inside the... And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the 3rd quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that... offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocked. Establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Give to the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Here comes the heat. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Commodores decide to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He lets it fly. Pulls it in inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Back to pass. Under fire. Sets up the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And that one is picked up in the...
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect.
Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. And the Commodores will call on their punt team. Cradles it at the 35. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes a connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll sneak it.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. They've been running it, but now the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Winton. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down. And the Commodores have their offense in high gear. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Winton. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Commodores will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll take it on the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quarterback empties his backfield. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
He's going out of bounds at the 41. Brings up 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He caught it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next one.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
Takes it on the return. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try the run. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.